The dark masculine's sexual proclivities are self-interested to a fault. I'll explain. He projects his own self-hatred, his own shame, his own disgust with himself onto women, and he does so by calling her dirty, telling her she smells, making fun of how she performs sexually, and also for using forced or coerced or even guilt-driven sex to get his needs met. Only his needs matter, and the needs of his partner are irrelevant at best. So this means that he's the type of person to demand sex acts without reciprocating. Albeit sometimes he doesn't reciprocate ever, and other times, in other cases, it's just few and far between. And this is because he does not experience pleasure from his partner's pleasure. He experiences the opposite. So, in this twisted way, the inverse is also true, where he experiences pleasure when his partner experiences pain, humiliation, or anything that places her in a submissive role. And to him, her providing a sex act is submissive. And because of that, he won't reciprocate because he doesn't want to submit. This also goes so far as reversing the natural order of the divine feminine, divine masculine energies. So it reverses the energies. It causes him to be the receiver and her to be the provider. When the divine masculine is the provider and the divine feminine is the receiver. So think about that for a minute. He uses sexuality for the sole purpose of power, control, and dominion over others. This goes as far as including power and control over children, animals, and yes, of course, women. He's the archetypical rape the women and pillage the village type of beast. I don't even want to call him a person in that context because he's lost all connection to higher source consciousness, and he is basically serving the darker forces. And the reason I'm sharing this is because I want to raise awareness on the fact that this is real and there are people who engage in these practices. It is not just in the movies. And if you want to think about it in a way that applies to more everyday life, unfortunately, is any man who engages in cheating on his wife or girlfriend is, in my opinion, categorized as a dark masculine because he believes, genuinely believes that there's nothing wrong with him being unfaithful. But if she were to be unfaithful, he'd probably kill her. He genuinely believes there's nothing wrong with non consensual sex acts of any sort, and this includes date rape,